have you guys ever worked high before?
I've never been high or even like slightly buzzed in going into work or anything like that. I'm way too paranoid about that.
When I was at T-Mobile, my boss used to be like, come to the back, I have a bottle. I'd be like, hell yeah. And I take one, he was like, wait, them. Here's another one. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go make some money. But we'd take a lunch, so we would just get plastered at like the sushi spot. And he'd be like, fuck, I have to go home in 20. He was like, just clock out. I was like, all right.
Here are your keys. That's crazy. Don't say yeah. What the
No, my keys when I close up the store, not my driving keys. I definitely cannot do anything at this job. I 100% can't do.
Up to work rolling.
What's up, kids?
I'm just like,
Mister, we're inside. The AC's on.
It's hot.
He's in there. He's
Mr. Steve, do you want some bubble gum?
yeah, right.
Just
You solved it.
Mr. Steve took my fruit roller.
Just see me in the corner like just eating it.
It's either Richard or me. So I
It's
think
me,
but okay, cool.
I can't even, well, whatever. I wanted a bit, but I'm like, I have nothing on my brain anymore that I can't say because of what we were talking about. No, just like, God damn it.
It's okay. It's a good starter. So that way we're already prepped and warm to like talk shit. Not about that specifically.
Richard already he preed already, though. He doesn't have anything left in the chamber for the event.
And more sex talk. That's crazy.
Ulting.
Ulting. How do I ult?
No, not you.
Oh, no, not you.
Not you. You don't have an ult.
Oh.
There's no ult, dude. You can get ulted. You might cry.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I don't understand.
Nothing, dude.
It's not meant for you to understand.
Anyway. Welcome back to the podcast. Here are your three favorite idiots. My name is Richard. That is Lee. That is Steve. We are Heard From Friend. Yeah, before we keep going, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your Gooner friends. I don't know if you have Gooner friends.
We'll be gooning.
That's inappropriate.
You thought you can come in here, dude, and it was a safe space? Talking about your sinful acts.
Anyway,
safe here, dude.
Yeah, it's when you go to a job interview, do you think
you can tell?
No, nowadays I was thinking about the weed thing because no matter what test I take, it's gonna come back like weed. That is gonna be on the test.
Yes, lucky for you though, in California, they passed a law that they don't test for weed.
They do.
Yeah, that's what I figured that they still
got
did.
tested for weed.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, but yours is a little different because you're working in a place that could be contaminated by let's say you brought it by the smoke, or like let's say he like smoked in there or vape or wax, or he had like anything in hand like that could affect
it depends on the place. I came up negative because I don't smoke nearly as much.
Oh, interesting.
I avoided doing it.
Did you pee in it? Was it a pee or a hair?
Shut up. I peed.
Okay.
Anyway, I had a coworker that just took it also. He had to take it again because he got switched or some shit. I don't remember. Point is, he took it. He didn't realize that they were going to retest him, and he's like a big pothead. And they actually gave him shit. Basically saying like, hey, it came up positive. Like, I forgot what exactly they told him, but essentially they told him, okay, we'll keep you on, but if they have any suspicion that he's smoking while or like high while he's there, then they're gonna automatically retest him. And I believe if he comes up positive, then he gets fired.
Yeah, he gets terminated because California has at will.
That's so annoying.
So
my thing is, do I mention that in a job interview?
No, it's not a perk that people want.
No, I know, but I feel like if there's a drug test gonna happen, it's gonna be flagged for sure.
I think
So
you should just
don't bring
take
it up till after.
Yeah, don't bring it up till after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't bring it up until after, and they tell you, "Oh, we're gonna drug test you."
Out.
A lot of the times, they'll tell you straight up, like, "Oh, weed does or doesn't matter." Right. I remember when I did it, they asked me, like, "Do you do anything?" I was like, "No," and then they said, "Oh, okay. Well, it's like weed is one thing, but like anything harder is crazy." I was like, "No, I don't do drugs."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who wonder what's happening, I'm getting a second job just to get a little bit more funds. Part-time, see what happens, functioning with both of them, blah, 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 blah. So that's, but I was thinking about that, actually today, really, I didn't think about it the past couple of days. Today I thought about it and I was like, oh, because I smoked a decent amount yesterday. So I was like, huh. Even if
you smoke regularly.
Yeah, that's why I was about to say, even if I were to have, like when I applied for this job specifically, it was like this past weekend, even if I were to have stopped, I feel like the amount that I do smoke on a daily basis, or just the fact that I smoke on a daily basis, I think it would just flag. I think I'd have to go like a month without smoking and then like have some sort of detox fluid or something like that at least a couple times, maybe. But I feel like I'd have to go a month for it just to come out clean.
I think retail jobs don't have a requirement for drug testing anymore, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know level of positioning where they could do it.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. If it works, if it goes through, cool. If it doesn't, weird. But
I mean, you could also just start drinking a shit ton of cranberry juice now.
How?
I didn't. No, there's no way. Yeah, no, there's no way.
I was think cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
From this point,
fucking ocean spray. Like you go to Trader Joe's, you buy the concentrated one, and you dilute it with water. You drink all of that. Should be good.
From the point of this recording, or the day of, it's my interview's in 2 days, technically, or like a day and a half. Yeah, no, hell no, I don't think so either.
It's this week though.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way. I feel like if it was like maybe in like for some reason like 2 weeks, maybe. But yeah, no, in 2 days. Yeah, I don't think so.
That's true.
But it is what it is.
I think you'll be fine, dude.
I also think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like I said, I think the main thing, if they do test it and they make somewhat of a deal about it, the most they'll tell you is just the same thing, is like, as long as you're not high while working, you don't give us give us a reason to think that you're high on the job, then
have you guys ever worked high before?
No.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, no, I have to. Yeah,
I hated the fuck out of it.
Mine was, there was intention behind it, but it wasn't, the purpose wasn't to get as high as I did.
I just got, it was when Rich and I used to work at Target back when we were fucking like 18.
Yeah.
I got so high and I hated it. I was like, ew, I don't want to do this anymore.
My friends flew in for that weekend, and it was when I was working at GameStop, and I had like an afternoon shift. No, evening. I was closing. I remember now. My friend and I, we picked up our other friend from LAX, and then she already had her friend, and because they have driven down from Palm Springs, so we're all spending the time in like Hollywood, LA, and I remember like we were like, okay, cool, let's just get our stuff, and then we're gonna go check into the hotel, and then we're gonna, that's it, and then you guys are gonna drop me off at work, and then you guys chill, do whatever you're gonna do, and then pick me up after. When we got to the hotel, it was, the pictures were so altered. It was in some sketchy ass spot in Long Beach. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking. It was grimy. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't I don't want to stay here for the weekend, and nobody else did. So we're like, okay, well, let's figure something out. So while we were trying to like call a place to just have like a room or something like that, we were like, okay, well, let's smoke a little bit. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't mind. I figured I was gonna smoke a little bit, but I don't want to be like too crazy high because I gotta go to work still. And we're just chilling there, and it was just such good vibes, and we're all just chilling, laughing, and just catching up and shooting the shit. And we're just kind of like passing around the joint. And then by the time my alarm on my phone went off, thank God, and I was like, oh, I have 30 minutes, I have to be at work. And my friends were like, oh, I forgot you had to go to work. I'm like, dude, I did too.
What the fuck?
They drove, and then we got there like 5 minutes before, and I was sitting there in the car, and I'm like, I'm so high. This is so fucked. Oh no. And they're like, just go. Is your manager there? I'm like, he's supposed to be there, and then he leaves in an hour. My friends are like, just go in there, go to the back, clock in, and then splash water on your face, and you'll be fine. Don't even trip. I'm like, okay. I go in, do exactly that. Come back. God, you know what? I think did I get called in? No, I think that was a different day. I remember I got called in, and I was gonna go to the beach. But I was like, they called me, and they're like, can you come in? And I told them I'm going to the beach. I have plans. They're like, we need you. There's nobody else. Someone's already worked a double this week. There's literally nobody. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like,
I just tell them, well, that sucks. Plan better. Bye.
Well, that was the thing. Me now, yes. Younger me was very much like, I guess I'll go. I said, I'll go, but I'm not changing. I look like I'm going to the beach. You guys understand that, right? They're like, okay, that's fine. So I literally get there, and it's just some like really loose, torn up, like collared white shirt, sleeveless, and some like loose fitting flannel. And I'm like, it is what it is. I got a collar shirt on. And while I was working there, the district manager showed up, and he was like,
hell yeah.
How you doing? I'm like, good, really good. And then he went to the back, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should at least button up. And then I buttoned up, and he was like, so where you going? I'm like, it's going to the beach. Then I got called in. Nobody else was available, so I showed up. It was like, oh, well, you could have gone maybe home and then came back. I was like, maybe. I try to get here as soon as I can. That is what it is. And he was like, okay, all right, cool, leave. I was like, okay, Jesus Christ.
No, if he puts the blame on you, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think that's why it didn't happen, because I think at that point I had already had to respond to like maybe 2 or 1 email, that because whenever a customer had a complaint, obviously they'd call like, you know, a phone number, make the complaint to GameStop support, then they'd get back to the employee, and then you'd have to write an email summary explaining what happened, what you did, and what you could have done differently. It wasn't like exactly a write-up. It was just like an acknowledgement and like a slight slap on the wrist. Mm-hmm. So I had that, I think at that point, happen once or twice before at that point. So I was like, please, for the love of God, don't make me write another goddamn email. And then he just said that, and he was like, you don't have to do an email, but just, yeah. I was like, okay, thank God. Fuck, I'll take that. Stupid. But yeah, but anyways, for the weed thing, went to work, came out, and I'm hanging out. I'm in my, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing fine, but I'm also like kind of autopiloting at this point, because, you know, it's just a whatever kind of job. And then my manager's like, hey, Lee. I'm like, what's up? And he was like, you okay? I'm like,
in your brain, all I hear is just, what the fucking banana.
He was like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, what do you ask? He's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, kind of. What What he asked? He was like,
that you put my left hand side. I'm just thinking about it like a sitcom now. It's just like it's cutting from the manager to you.
He's like, why your eyes red? And I was like, what? He's like, your eyes are red. What's that about? And I was like, I was hanging out with my parents and we got into an argument and it came out to my gay stuff and I did it. And then I was getting like the tears were actually coming up and he was like, okay, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm like, okay. And then he just like let it go. Cause it's like, okay, cool. Are you going to like call me out on possibly being high? But I'm still doing my job right? Or are you going to be the guy that's like, nah, you're stoned when I'm like borderline tear coming out of my eye talking about my parents being upset that I'm gay, you know? Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So he went
you're
with the
gay and high? You're fired.
Thank you. But I mean, yeah, so that not happen. So that's why I'm like, I can do my job stoned. I don't ever go in stoned. But
I've never been high or even like slightly buzzed in going into work or anything like that. I'm way too paranoid about that shit. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up somehow or another, and I'm gonna lose my job, and then I'm gonna be a bum, and then I'll.
I remember working at the mortuary, and it was like the day after Thanksgiving or something like that. It was just like the one day, you know, Black Friday, and then that was it. I'm off for the weekend, and I think it was already a half day anyway. So I remember I put what was left of the wine bottle in my cooler drink or whatever, and then I put it in the fridge, and then the next morning I took it with me to work, and then I had that for lunch and some Kentucky Fried Chicken or leftover Thanksgiving food that people brought into the office, and I was like, cool.
You had wine for lunch?
I had wine and some turkey and ham and mashed potatoes. And I remember my coworkers being like, "What are you drinking?" Because you can smell, of course, it's wine, and it's at a place where wine isn't normally gonna be there. And they're like, "Are you drinking wine?" I'm like, "Yes." You what? One of my coworkers was like, "Yes, here."
Technically, on your lunch or break, whatever, you technically, I guess it depends on the job, but a lot of the time they will allow you to drink the equivalent of one beer.
No. Well, I had a thermos full of wine and I did finish it. So maybe I had a glass of wine.
When I was at T-Mobile, my boss used to be like, "Come to the back, I have a bottle." I'd be like, "Hell yeah." And then he'd be like, "Come one by one."
Yeah. That's crazy.
And I take one, he was like, wait. He's like, "Fuck them. Here's another one." And I was like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go make some money. But we'd take a lunch and it'd become like, well, my 30 minutes was 2 hours. But because I was with him, it didn't matter. So we would just get plastered at like the sushi spot. And he'd be like, "Fuck, I have to go home in 20. He was like, "Just clock out." I was like, all right.
Crazy.
Here are your keys. That's crazy. Don't say yeah. What the fuck?
No, my keys when I close up the store, not my fucking driving keys.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, here's my key.
Bet. Yeah, I think every job I've had has gone up in like a level of like, I guess, responsibility. It's been like normal retail shit.
I definitely cannot do
to like serious
anything
shit
at this job.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like,
I 100% can
show up to work rolling.
What's up, kids?
I'm just like,
"Mister, we're inside. The AC's on.
Dude,
it's hot."
He's in there. He's
Mr. Steve, did you want some bubble gum?
Yeah, right. Yes. You solved it.
Oh,
Mr. Steve took my fruit roll-up.
Just see me in the corner like just eating it.
No, did you ever do that thing where you wrap it around your finger as a kid?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. That shit was weird. Not thinking about it
you
more,
look,
but I'm
be
just like
like a weirdo. I knew it. I knew it.
I never did it, but I seen kids do it.
I did anything a couple times, but I'm wondering, like, where did we even?
Yeah, I know it developed.
Think about that. Like, who was the first person to be like, you know what you should do? You should wrap the fruit roll-up on your finger, and you should try the shit out of it.
I think it's just kids that do
I think
shit
we
like
just
that. They play with their food.
Yeah, we just played with our shit like everybody.
What did I do with my fruit roll-up? Oh, I would
Put up your butt.
On your dick.
Wow. Jesus.
That thing is crazy. Wait, I think I've heard that. I think I've heard that
on your
nowadays
with
with people fucking being a little freaky in the bedroom or whatever.
I was literally gonna say I would just put like one end in my mouth, and then while I was eating it, I would just pull from the tag under, and I would just like keep pulling as I'm eating the fruit roll up, and then by the end, it was just
everybody
like,
did that.
That's normal.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I did. You fucking weirdos. Jesus. I like the fruit by the foot ones, not the like roll out blanket ones.
Yeah,
the roll out blanket ones were always crappy to me.
Is it the same thing?
No. The ones that he's talking about are like just one square sheet.
Yeah.
Oh,
by the foot is the ones that like, you know, it's longest.
And I feel like the roll one had a little bit more like taste and like had maybe more options, because I feel like with the roll out one, I remember like, God, that was really bad for us.
Yeah.
It was like just concentrated sugar.
Concentrated sugar, but then there was ones that had like sugar sparkles or whatever on that already. Yes, there were sweetened ones. Yeah. So
Richard, what's that one Mexican candy that's like a sheet of like sugar on a stick, and it's like really thin, but then you open, like you peel the wrapper off, like you peel the package off, and it's like its own, like it's just candy, but it's like hardened candy, and then as the heat hits it, it like starts to melt. It looks like it comes. No, it's on a stick, like just a regular stick like this, but it's like a really like it's see through, like it's so thin, and it's like it's a long sheet.
I have no idea.
It's a Mexican candy.
I think you're confusing it for something else, dude.
No, banderilla.
What?
Oh, it's called
Banderia?
No, it's a slab.
Couldn't tell you, dude. Slab.
Oh.
Well, I mean, the candy's called. What's it called? It's called candy. Cachete. Cachetada.
Oh.
Yeah. Cachetada is what it's called.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No. I've never seen these.
No?
No.
They're usually like tamarindo or watermelon.
Never seen it, but interesting.
Yeah.
No. Anyway. Dude, I hate Mexican candy for the most part. It's just, for the most part, it's the same shit, but kind of just really shit flavoring. I don't know. It's like everything obviously is covered usually in chili, which I don't like that much, just because.
Me either.
I don't know, man. That flavor just gets so fucking overwhelming and boring after like 2 licks.
I'm also not a fan of like the spicy like chili stuff on top of like sweet candy. Like it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work in my brain. So it's not my thing. I mean, it never was.
I don't mind it. It's just, like I said, it's the same shit. What the hell? The same shit no matter what. And it's like,
the only time I'm okay with that is on my margarita rim with some tahini on the rim.
That's because it has alcohol. You fucking alcoholic.
Exactly.
But anyway, your point. You
bring up the candy.
Stop sucking dick.
My point of the candy?
Yeah. Why'd you bring up the candy again?
Oh, because that's the only candy I remember that I used to be like, I'd wrap it because it's just a hard candy. They would like, and then I'd be like, "Fuck, this shit's sticky as hell."
And then you just lick your fingers clean, dude.
No, take it off. I don't just eat it. I'm not gay like you.
Hey, you be
Fuck
saying a
you.
lot of weird, not weird,
Mm.
weird for you, gay adjacent things on TikTok, and then you'll be like, Lee, why is your FYP in my feed? I'm like, I don't think that's part of Lee's feed. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I had that same thought, but with both of you, I was like, "Do you guys get a lot of my feed on your feeds?" And what does it tell you
I've
guys?
never seen or sent anything that I'm claiming
I'm pretty
is
sure
yours.
you have.
You have.
No, the only stuff that I get from you.
You've said.
Oh wait, I remember. I even said that.
Yeah, you said something. You're like, I know this was seen on Lee's feed first. I just can't prove it yet.
Yeah, something like that.
No, but it wasn't. I forgot what the fuck it was. It was like some other shit that wasn't, I think, gay necessarily.
To be fair,
Guy.
I laugh at a lot of it.
I mean, most of the stuff that is gonna pop up on somebody's FYP, I think for my stuff, if you're like, you know, adjacent or a friend or following or whatever, it's just gonna be like gay humor. I think. I don't think you're gonna get anything that's like super like, holy shit, this has to be from Lee's feed, because what the fuck? Unless you're like actively following accounts that are kind of like that, which I kind of am. I'm guilty of following some not so good profiles on TikTok. But my thing is also like, I don't know, TikTok is kind of funny. People get upset that like, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it where there's like, well, maybe Steve. I don't think Richard's ever seen like the memes or stumbled across the memes where it's like somebody's like making a reference to a video where something is being flashed in the background or whatever. Have you ever seen the one where it's the girls that are doing like a nail check, but it's actually like, they call it, lip check. And it's like in the background, they're showing their nails, but it's actually like
their pussy,
the cooter in the back. Yeah. That was a thing. That was a thing. I like, that's not even me bullshitting. I have straight up saw the original. I saw the original. Then I saw one that was trying to do the challenge. And then I saw like the jokes first. And then everything, all the other two came afterwards. But I saw some girl that was like, we all saw this, right? I'm not the only one that has a cursed FYP, right? And I was like, what is she talking about? I don't get it. And I remember watching the original video and I'm like, what am I looking for? I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Then I go to the comments and everybody was like, Beef Wellington. I'm like, where? What are you talking about?
That's wild.
And then at some point you see it. I was like, oh, wow. The women are getting into it. Because my point of bringing it up is TikTok, no matter how much people may be upset about certain things being on there or whatever, TikTok knows. TikTok knows what's on there and knows what people are trying to act like or behave like on there. Because that algorithm, it'd be sending me stuff and I'm like, this is just straight up softcore porn kind of. There are
There's
TikToks,
a lot of softcore porn on TikTok.
There are TikToks where people are like they'll comment about it. They're like, why did I just watch a TikTok that was like about a certain sticker set? And then I go to the comments and everybody's just spamming gay porn stickers. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? This is a thing? And
there's so much shit. Yeah.
There's that.
I think people just got really creative how they like get away with posting shit or like replying to stuff.
And then I stumbled across, because of Steve, which I'm not surprised because Steve's like likes watching weird spooky stuff. So he had sent something, and then I went to the comment section. Well, no, so that's the thing. So
what?
Oh wait, yeah, you've finished your.
You have Facebook spooky videos on your feed that you
because they're Spanish.
Well, yeah, but also it's just like the most bullshit. Oh my god, look at that.
Of course,
oh my god, yeah, you believe that? And it's
people,
like
when I see those are funny. Then I get some ones that I'm like genuinely terrified.
That's the ones I'm talking about.
Oh, spooky. Like I get the ones where like someone's like in the woods and they're talking in Spanish and they're not supposed to be there, but they know they're gonna find something and something does pop up and then they run and scream crazy shit. Like those always make me laugh. But then, or I get the one where like the white guy who's like he treats them like fucking rank lobbies.
Yeah, I mean those are obviously comedy. I get that.
Yeah, but for the most part, yeah, like I'm telling you, then I get some actual like spooky shit, and I'm like, it's scary. But to be fair to the people who don't know, Rich is a very big non-believer when it comes to the paranormal shit, or he's very skeptical about anything that has to do nothing with fucking human beings. So if it has to do with ghosts, he downplays or finds it stupid or is like, this is so fake. Like this has been him like the last like 10 plus years that I've known him.
Yeah.
So
Steve has sent one of his videos and I went to the comment section just to like check out people's opinions or vibes or whatever, just to see, because I don't know, I just kind of do that sometimes, especially with spooky stuff. Then somebody said, this is I regret, or this is the last time I search up, I can't even remember, it was like .3 ww3 something, it was some random repeat of numbers and a letter or something like that, and I clicked on it, and I know that if I dig deep enough into that tag, something will pop up that is going to be like, okay, this is really borderline. Is this real? Like, it's not as much. What was it? Like, they're not slashers, but what's
Snuff?
the name of them? Snuff. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, like
yes.
a snuff video. Yeah, there's some that are really questionable. I've got some that I don't even send. I'll never send that, and I also don't even like it because I'm like, kind of uncomfortable.
Well,
like
see,
there was a point.
That's my thing, is that I don't like or send it to anybody either, but I'll look at the comments and I'll watch it. And that is almost enough for TikTok to like, it's almost the equivalent of clicking for the algorithm, but not for like the person's profile. Yeah. So
like I remember
go out of their way to repeat it. So that's why I'm like,
I remember during during like Halloween season, like maybe 2 years ago, I came across a video that was like, it was very questionable. And a lot of people in the comments also were like, this used to be kind of funny. Now it's a little like,
what's going on here?
Like, what's going on? So then people really got into like their fucking FBI mode. And eventually, after like 6 months, someone figured out that these were all like recordings and videos of like some little ass museum somewhere in buttfuck nowhere.
Ew. Like
some shit like that. And like, but this guy like made like videos on this. And eventually it looked like it was a little too real. And people were like, this is uncomfortable. Like, I kind of don't like this. Or I'll get like dark web shit. And I don't fuck with the dark web. Like the dark web is a thing that I really don't fuck with. Like, especially after like when I was a kid and I saw all the like fucking creepypastas. And then I saw like people posting shit about it. And people fucking with the torrents to like just get in it.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that. Like dark web shit, I really don't fuck with. Aside from the horror stuff, like the spooky stuff, I don't care. The paranormal stuff, whatever. Like it's scary to an extent. But the dark web shit, I'm like, that's just full of crazy shit. And the fact that even downloading a torrent like that puts you on the FBI list, like that in itself is its own thing, right? So it's like, but when I see videos like that, I watch it and I'm like, damn, this is actually scary. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need someone looking at me through my fucking camera because they hacked my shit.
That was my thing, is that when I got to that point of like that certain tag on TikTok, I thought to myself, I'm like, I scrolled through a couple of like, a couple scrolls and watched a couple of videos, and I was like, this is weird. Some of them are like just clearly like they know of the tag and they're trying to be creepy for like uncomfortable sake. But there were a couple that I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to click on this one or if I want to keep finishing this one or something like that. Because I have a feeling like if you look hard enough into almost any place online, you'll find it. You'll find something close to it. So that's why I was like, I think I'm okay on that.
I've seen people in the comments put step by step on how to download torrents or like where you want to go if you want to get it. I'm like, And then like people were like, don't click on their account. Like low key, they look like sus. And it's like, yeah, I figured like I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah. So it's there. I don't know why when I see comments of people like popping into certain TikToks or something like that, and then there's always that one or a couple people that are like, kids use this app, and I'm like, I don't think they should be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think most kids should be online in general. I think if your kid should have a flip phone at the very least, landline before, and then flip phone in middle school.
We've been over that. It's just so unrealistic.
Yeah.
No matter what,
So much
kids will find their way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they've shown time and time and again to find a way. We're products of that.
Yeah, it's just
like
a lot.
Looking at porn through our PSPs, dude.
Ouch. Yeah.
But,
now they're watching through their Switch.
Just hardwired plugged into their TV.
And their Switch 2. They'll be playing Pokopia on the next titties.
They're like, I'm bored.
they're playing Animal
Low
Crossing,
punny.
and then they go to some island.
Rule 34.
That's crazy.
We kind of play this game every now and then called Mecha Chameleon, and it's literally
by the way.
It's literally just painting, like hide and seek for the most part, for people that don't know what it is. And yeah, so you just have these little like round stick figure men, and they're just like, they walk around in a lobby, and you're kind of just waiting for the game to start, and then when it starts, you all like run off and you stick to objects or surfaces, and then you paint yourself to match the background you're leaning against or whatever. That's it. It's just a fun, silly time, and people get to paint. But leave it to the internet to also turn that into a borderline sex thing, where somebody, I think a streamer, like joined a random lobby, and it was just people just all in different positions, and it was like,
I've seen that. I've seen where people made Human Centipede, and
they were moving to like in the motion to, you know.
Yeah,
they had sex.
Basically.
Yeah.
On stream.
On Mecha Chameleon. Yeah.
It's just blobs, dude.
Yeah. It is there. You are a blob person. Like, you think, like, if you guys have ever seen the bubble guy from SpongeBob, it's that. You look like that for the most part. That.
You just look like the logo from any fucking bathroom sign. The little
you look like the little drop in on the fucking Google.
You look like the drop in from Google, and you look like the bathroom sign for men's. Yeah. Yes, you do. Yeah. So yeah, imagine that, and then they're all just 69ing Eiffel Towering and dogging.
Wild.
Yeah. If it's on the internet, people can make
that
sex
game
out of it. Why?
There is malware on the game now.
Do we uninstall it?
No. So hold up. So, their Discord, I guess they have like an official Discord for the game because it is just made by a small company or whatever.
Yeah.
Their Discord got hacked. So a bunch of people have been getting messages and stuff. It's kind of similar to what you went through. But obviously you still have to click on shit to get the virus, but it's just like, don't join it just to avoid that. But on top of that, because Mecha Chameleon only has like maybe a handful of official maps that come with the game, the rest of them are made by the community.
Yeah.
And you have to download those maps from Steam or wherever. There's one specifically that we know of right now. I think it's like Neon Tag or some shit like that. It's like a bunch of neon lights on it and shit. It has an encoded malware virus on it. So when you download it, it goes into your system and basically runs a bunch of commands to install this other bigger thing. And that gets all the data, who knows what the fuck else. And
wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, people found out because, you know, it happened to a handful and everybody was going in like, where the fuck did it come from? Blah, blah, blah. They found out it's from that specific map, but they have yet to see if it's on anything else. So for right now, at least for a while, I would suggest just not playing the game. If you already have the game, maybe just don't download any other maps. Because who knows right now? I don't know.
Scary. Did you tell Cactus?
I have not told Cactus because I just saw it on TikTok. Yeah.
You should tell Cactus because
she plays it more than we do.
Yeah, out of all of us, she will actively play it like on her own and get on and play by herself with like random people, just, you know, hide and seek. I'm like, oh, okay.
I remember last time I joined chat, she was like, that has a Nazi sign on him. I was like,
yeah.
I don't trust games like that, dude. Going with randoms and just don't know. It's just like, I get it. Obviously,
I
like,
think you just don't think about it when you're playing.
Because it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's a silly game, haha. But it's like with that kind of game where you're kind of free to just show a bunch of different shit on your character. And on top of that, also, like I'm saying with the maps, you never fucking know what kind of people you're going to be involved or talking with. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, that's kind of what like VR chat was.
I hate VR chat for that exact reason too.
I feel like with VR chat though, you got enough people on there that are power tripping.
Yeah,
I feel like you get enough people that on there that are like, this is our thing. How fucking dirty.
I remember getting online and joining I hopped in the world and literally I hopped into a world and someone had uploaded a video of like Woody fucking Buzz, like, and it just plays. And I'm like, well, that's enough VR for me. And I got
dude, I 100%
they would download Rule 34 videos and put them up.
I 100% have thought about the what if I get like a full rig VR and I just do what is it, go dancing on VR? Because guys,
that is a thing apparently that I learned. It is
a thing.
Yeah,
I've watched a mini documentary on it, and it was what is the hidden community of e-sex work on VR chat, and people get straight up paid like in gift cards or Venmos or PayPal. They get paid straight up for e-sex.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's funny. People will also like hire certain go-go dancers that are on VR chat to go and do like, you know, perform or whatever in their clubs or bars, because in VR chat you can have these like personalized spaces, and you can even pay someone to create a personalized space for you, and then you have like this room basically that you could just do whatever with. So yeah, there are people, and it was obviously more popular during COVID. I don't know what it's like now, but
pretty died. The scene's dead.
It was funny and interesting because a decent amount of the interviews like being done with the performers, they were mostly men. Most of them were dudes.
Good for them.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm like,
that was such a big thing, dude. Men would act like girls online just to get paid.
I'm like, dude, I can do this. I just don't talk. I just dance and I look all
non-verbal slut.
Yeah, I'm just non-verbal and I just do my thing. I can get some coin for that easy.
There's a whole club scene in VR chat where some of them, shout out to them, they actually, you have to pay money, I guess, to like if you're actually going to a club, you know, you pay an entrance fee or whatever the fuck.
Cover charge.
But that money is actually used and sent to charities. Again, it's only a handful, but you know, those are the good ones. The ones that send them to like the Trevor Project, or maybe something for animals, blah, blah, blah. But then the rest of them are all just literally debauchery type shit where you're spending the money to go in to see these VR characters, strip dancing, pole dancing, naked for the most part. And then maybe even like find somebody to hook up for e-sex.
Yeah.
Which Steve did a thing right now where he was just like, well, you're just laying there like jacking off or whatever the fuck.
Yes.
There's fucking weird, crazy contraptions now where you can link up this thing to your dick. That goes along to the strokes or whatever the fuck of whoever's in front of you, like what's happening. And it's like, bro, we're so fucked as a fucking species, but you know what? Have fun, I guess. What you do in your bedroom is your business.
We're so close to cyberpunk. We're so close to that reality, dude. I swear to God, that's the most realistic, I think, depiction of our future, of war-ridden world, just addicted to online satisfaction.
So I have a Reddit story, but I had two, but the other one was the one that I'm gonna say is about video games also, but isn't exactly about this. But the other one that I had thought about saying, just as a quick synopsis, it was basically like this Reddit thread where people date their AI assistants. And this girl posted a post, whatever, that says oh, he finally proposed, and it was the AI assistant proposing to her and getting her a ring that, what's it called, she had gone out to buy, but he, you know, surprised her by picking that one specifically or whatever the fuck. Yeah, basically it was just like the whole talk, because it went viral, the whole talk was just like, bro, people are really this lonely where they're just out here dating a fucking robot, a code, because it's not even like really super fucking you know, thinking for itself. It's just regurgitating whatever it is that you are putting into it, you know. But yeah, basically everybody saw that and they're like, you're weird, this is weird, but unfortunately this is just the first case of many of where we're going.
When I applied for my job, I did an AI online phone interview. The AI asked me questions. So I had an option whether to do the AI phone interview or to just fill out a survey or fill out like a questionnaire. And I was like, but then it says something like people that use the AI phone voice option we get back to you quicker just because it's processed. You fill out everything, and that's the one I guess that they look at first. And I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just do that one. And it was like 15 minutes. It was like a 15-minute like phone call, but I think like because of me for like certain answers, because I would either ramble like as if I was in an actual interview, or I think one question I kind of like sidetracked into something else and then it repeated the question but like in a different way. I was like, oh, blah 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 blah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. But I remember like listening to it, and like when you speak and then you're answering the questions, it would then respond, of course, and it would say, well, nice, it's good to know that. And then it gave like an actual like response or structured response, but it was always a acknowledgement, the message or the theme that I'm trying to put across, it actually got, and then a summarization of what that means in my in like my work habits or something like that. And I was like, okay, this is weird, but I'll fuck it. If I just got to answer a couple questions on the phone and that gets me an in-person, I'll do it. I don't care. But yeah, it was online on the phone questionnaire. I was like, okay, cool.
That's basically, I had a talk with coworkers before, where I'm just like, AI, it's a good and bad thing. It's a good to use it as a tool. Like in this case, like realistically, it just helps cut down the number of candidates or whatever. But at the same time, it's just like, if you're going to start using it to replace entire jobs that, you know, people either need or for like students who use it to do everything for them, it's like, well, then, you know, you're essentially selling yourself out to be non-valuable if you're doing that. And then on top of that, it's just like, if you're using it to graduate or pass school or whatever, it's like, you didn't do anything, you didn't learn anything. You're gonna struggle in any type of field that you try going into after that. But that's me.
I remember at one point when I was in college, and it was for an art history class, we were asked to do like a presentation. Oh no, not in college. It was in high school. And I remember we had to present about it, and I, for the most part, just like I didn't copy and paste, but I saw the information on the piece of art, and then it was basically like my introduction, the piece of art information, just copy and paste it, but then a summarization of what that is and why I even talked about it or why I chose it, and then moved on. So that was kind of like my theme throughout the whole thing was, you know, intro, fluff, and then info, copy and paste it, and then me summarizing and then talking about it. And I remember the teacher was like, so you copy and paste it, or so you just plagiarize to get your project done. And I was like, no, not really. I mean, the information, yes, like the the date, the artist, the sculpture name, the material it's made out of, sure. I mean, I guess the argument could be made. I could have paraphrased that into my own words, but all I would do is say, so this was made from at the time of with blah, blah, blah. And it was found here. Like, it would just sound like just casual. Is that what you want? I could do that, but that's all it's going to, everything else is going to be the same, but it's just those middle parts that's going to be like, in my opinion, informal. But if that's what you want, I can do that. And I remember him he got pissed. He got straight up mad. That was the first time that I think I ever saw him get mad too, because he was just like, you straight up plagiarized. And I remember going up to him afterwards and saying like, I don't know how I could plagiarize. Why copy and pasting raw factual information is considered plagiarization, because that's kind of like me just putting down like numbers and a math problem. Like, I don't know. It just, well, what else? Like, and then that's when I said I could do it like that. Is that what you want? Then he just ended up giving me a C on it, because I was like, okay, I mean, sure, I passed, but power trip. Crazy
like,
shit.
there's only so many ways you can reword something.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Should have used an AI, but they weren't usable back then.
Nope. All right.
So it's either video game one or AI assistant.
We're going to the video game one.
Okay, gotcha.
That was basically it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I see no harm in people dating their AI assistant. It doesn't involve me, so who cares?
Yeah. So I heard this one, and I automatically thought of you two, because I was like,
because Steve is such a gamer.
He's sure, dude.
Look at him.
Why am I not a gamer?
I didn't say you weren't.
Neither did I.
Anyway. So, my 36 female husband, 33 male, has completely lost interest in our marriage for Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I left. He didn't even notice. What now?
Damn.
Don't blame him, dude.
So, this whoever wrote this is a big ass nerd. But anyway, this is probably a tale as old as Atari. My husband and I met. We had a lot of things.
When you said whoever wrote this is a huge ass nerd, I was like, okay, are they just gonna like give specifics of Final Fantasy? The Atari line. I was not prepared for the Atari line.
When my husband and I met, we had a lot of things in common. As time went on and our lives shifted and changed, his interests changed. We've been together 9 years, married 6. We both work average office jobs, 40 hours a week.
When was this posted? Do you know like the time frame?
I do not know. I imagine
Final 14. It must have been pretty.
Oh, 5 years ago.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering, like age wise. So 5 years ago, 36 and 34. So they're like about to hit 40. Okay. I was trying to like gauge their age and stuff like that. But okay. Got it. Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. He started to get into this game, Final Fantasy 14. He is obsessed with it. From the moment he gets up to on the weekends to when he gets home from work, he plays the game. He talks to people about the game. He reads about the game. We all need hobbies. But he's completely abandoned any of the things that we did together. Hiking, jogging together, art nights, board games, bar trivia, etc. I'll try to get him to come with me to bar trivia with our friends, and he just wants to stay home to play the game. I invite him for a hike, and he just wants to relax that day. We've had sex 5 times this year. Each time I had to initiate. I've tried to initiate dozens of other times, tried to pull him to bed.
Dress like
he will just come to bed, cuddle, check that I'm asleep, and go back to play his game.
Dressed like the cat people, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in playing. I'm not interested in playing video games beyond a game like Candy Crush. So me joining him would just be me being completely disinterested, confused, lost, or annoyed. The last time I talked to him about this, I told him that I was lonely in our marriage and felt neglected. He told me that I was putting too much pressure on him, that he needed time to unwind from work. He will sit on the couch next to me at night while there's Parks and Rec or something in the background, just not interact with me at all, and call it couples time. He says, this is how adults do it. It's not like in the movies. When I pressed and pressed for date night, he was quiet and didn't have much to talk about. And in the car while I was driving home, instead of interacting with me, he just pulled out his phone to get on Discord and talk to people about his game. I tried to initiate sex and he kissed me on the forehead, said goodnight, and left to go play the game. I cried for a little while. I packed my things and left to spend a week with my family.
Dailies.
When I got back, it was almost like I just walked into the room exactly as I left it. Nothing had changed. He was in the same spot as when I left. I asked him if he'd even noticed I was gone, and he said no, not really. I stared at him and he just said, look, I don't know what you want from me. I'm allowed to have time to myself. He kept pressing that it's normal for adults to do their own thing. I said, yeah, but we need to do things together too. He kept saying I put too much pressure on him and that if I want to do something with him so badly, to give him something more interesting or important than his game. I said, so intimacy with your wife is not as important or interesting as your game? He said no. And basically, ask any one of my friends and they'd agree they'd prefer to stay up playing the game than cutesy cuddling and sweet talking with their wives. I didn't even know what to say. I'm dumbfounded now. Part of me is wondering if I just don't have a realistic view of relationships. It's good to have alone time. I have my alone time as well, but it feels like he's my roommate now, not my husband. Before anyone brings up depression or anxiety, I've asked him about it. He doesn't believe it's related to either, and instead thinks that he's just changed and has different priorities to what he had before. Do I have next steps here, or is it time for me to just pack up and leave for good? I'm not happy. I don't think he is the person I initially fell in love with. I think his wife is Final Fantasy XIV now, and to be honest, my self-esteem has slipped. To be less interesting or compelling than pixels on a screen? Ouch.
I mean, I can't be a paladin in real life.
I can't be a dark mage in real life, dude.
I can't be a dark knight on a Monday. What are you laughing me?
How am I supposed to fucking do my dailies?
I feel so bad for her, dude. Oh,
I think
my
two
God.
Two things are happening there. One, this guy just really enjoys this game. But two,
Sure,
I think that's his escapism from being married to somebody he doesn't want to be married to.
I think that I'm so curious. Like, girl, what was he like before dating you?
Yeah.
Was he a gamer, or did he have like interest in gaming? But you clearly are the kind of person that doesn't see the merit in online time or
I know
anything
someone
like
that, dude.
So that's why I'm like, I can see that case and then my case leaning more to like nobody's the asshole. You kind of both are a little bit, just because you knew what you were getting into. And you kind of pushed him to be something that he didn't want to be, and now he's just reverted back to what he was like.
She did have a line saying he's completely abandoned any of the things that we did together: hiking, jogging together, art nights, board games, bar trivia, etc. So they did have a fucking past of doing other stuff together.
Right.
And I don't know, from the way she's saying, like, it's such a flip.
Right. No, yeah. So that's my point, though, is that
it's also an addiction.
Before she met him, was he a gamer? Was he into shit like that? But then when they got together, clearly she's more of the stereotypical like date night kind of like relationship person, where it's like, I want to do trivia night at a bar. I want to go on hikes.
Yeah,
which I don't blame
think,
you.
I don't think anybody can be.
Even in the first line, she says, when we met, we had a lot of things in common. As time went on and our lives shifted and changed, his interests changed, because it's been 9 years since they've been together.
Okay. I mean, damn, yeah, I don't know. Like I'm trying to like think about it from like kind of my dad's point of view, because my dad games, but he doesn't like delve into it like that. But he's always kind of been a gamer for the most part, so that's why I'm like, can't really make that comparison.
I mean, I just like, I guess on my side it's like, because I've been with somebody who indulged into gaming, and I've been with somebody who felt that way, who felt like gaming was pointless. I've seen both sides of the coin. I think in this aspect, I honestly don't think it has anything to do with her. I think it's just more like this is a man who probably is. I mean, if you don't even want to have any sort of level of intimacy, it doesn't even have to be sex. Any sort of intimacy with your partner, that's just the person's exiting out. They exited out their relationship. Yeah. Now, is she giving enough details to what could have happened? Like, does she argue with him? Is there any fights about gaming or anything like that? Like, sure, like she came onto it saying like, you know, I've I've initiated sex. Okay, cool. But what happened prior to that? Like,
fair.
It was like, there's a reason why he's stuck in a game, right? I think that's more of a psychological thing. As somebody who like I've dated and I've been able to been full deep in a relationship and go out with my partner and have a nice balance in between. That I think the gaming thing, unless you're a fucking complete bottom dweller, like you're like that is you can, that balance does exist for everybody and anybody, regardless if that person is in the same hobbies as you or isn't. Like that balance exists, you know. Like people learn how to mutually exist in a world where you can still play games and your partner's just hanging out. Like that's an actual existing world nowadays in our generation, because we're around the same age. But right. I think for that's more in the sense of like, this man is using this to escape, and he's either too coward to end it, or he just really doesn't give a fuck and he's waiting for her to do it so he doesn't look like the bad person.
When did you say this was posted again? How long ago?
Like 5 years ago.
That marriage is long gone.
Girl, that's in the middle of COVID. I just thought about that. You're posting about this in the middle of COVID.
Oh. No, COVID was 4 years. 4 years.
No,
COVID
was,
that's why from 2020 to like 2024 or
2022.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. Either way, 5 years ago, we're in 2026. Yeah, girl, that's middle COVID, or like in middle end of it. I don't blame him.
I'm just going.
What side of the state is he on?
That's a good question.
Some people didn't give the other half, the Midwest side, did not give a flying fuck about
true.
that.
That is true. I'm just saying my overall thing is that she isn't the asshole. I think he is either way, but I think there's some like things to consider and think about. But
that time might also not be what is it? Right, correct, whatever.
That's what she posted.
Just because
when she
is straight up saying that their bars are open, people are going out because she was trying to get him to go out with her and her friends for bar trivia.
I'm so curious of like.
Either way, I mean,
the comments. Did anybody else realize that? Is anybody in the comments? It's like we're like going through lockdown. Of course, he's not going to want to, but
yeah, but I think that's something that she would have said. He doesn't want to go out because COVID.
I don't know. I've reading and hearing Reddit stories being read. There's a lot of like people that do subconsciously. They just don't share everything. Yeah. Not that they don't want to. Some people do that so that, you know, there is sway to their side of things. But there are times where it's just I just straight up forgot about it. To be honest, I'm just venting about the situation and trying to figure out, am I crazy? For my questioning, I'm just like, it kind of helps me think like, yeah, he's not going to want to go out because of that. But that also doesn't mean that he shouldn't spend time with his partner, especially if you guys are living together and you've been together for that long. He shouldn't be divulging like all his time to it. Like, coming from a gamer myself, it's just, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I'm also not super surprised, because you kind of hear about that happening in the gaming space when it comes to games that are like Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO RPG for the non-gamers. It's just a bunch of like that South Park episode where they're all playing on World of Warcraft. It's basically that, but just prettier. And yeah, I mean, I think she could have tried a little bit more in the sense of like, girl, sit down, make a character, play on a laptop, just play a little bit. I think that you bridging the gap in your wants and his interests, I think that could have been a good step, but it shouldn't even have gone to that point. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just, he should be turning off the computer at some point or another. Like, you don't have to do daily. You can miss a day. You know, you can't, like, you have a partner. Exist. Like, that's I think like when you're with someone, like, that's the whole point. But if he isn't spending time in the relationship and doing all that, he's checked out. He's kind of done.
Based on that, it just sounds like he's checked out. Like, he just doesn't want to be part of it.
Yeah.
My thing with what you were saying is like, oh, sit down, just make a character, play with him or whatever. It's like, it'd be one thing if it was just like at the end of the night, that's what he wanted to do every night. Just go and play his game or whatever.
But that's like,
but this is the extreme of as soon as he gets back from work with his real life duty, he just comes and completely cuts everything else out and just gets on the game. So we're talking from like, say 8 to 4 is his job, comes home 5 o'clock all the way till, I don't know, midnight to 1 a.m.
Right.
Just on a game.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Not to, cause I still think he is the asshole, not her, but, she mentioned that he did it a lot on the weekends primarily. Or was she saying that on the weekends it's worse? It's from the morning to evening.
I think she means it's worse because he doesn't have work.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm curious. Like, that's what I was wondering. Is he going to work, coming home, and then only spending time on the computer and that's it? Or is he using his weekends just to do the gaming? And obviously that's when she wants to do her stuff.
From the moment he gets up on the weekends. So as soon as he wakes up on weekends. So
he's on the computer.
He's on the game. Right. And then from when he gets home from work, he gets on the game.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he is on it when he has any kind of free time that he can muster.
I mean, he even said we went out. He was dry. All he wanted to do was come home and go straight to the game.
Yes. So my thing from that point on is like, again, always you're not the asshole. I just think that there could have been moments where you kind of like went out of your way to see what's going on. Like, okay, well, let me see what's up. Let me kind of jump in and join in because.
Go ahead first.
But I also think that's also really fucking
selfish.
It's selfish. Yeah. Because at that point, why give into something that he wants to do when he doesn't want to give up any of that to do something that you want to do or anything like that? There has to be a trade-off, and there's no fucking trade-off right now.
Well, I think that's my thing is that I guess when it comes down to like ease of access, because my brain is like, I guess because I already have a computer, I'm already a gamer. So my brain is like ease of access. I just download a game and then I just kind of set up a profile and then I just see what the hubbub is. Why is my partner so into this? What's going on? Like just to kind of get a frame of reference or like an idea of like, what is it that you love about this game more than me? Because that's how my brain is. My brain is like, so what are you so enamored about this?
Brain.
Well, I know, but I think that it's still like if my partner is going to be super into kind of anything, I still would, and I'm kind of getting bothered by it. I would have gone out of my way to experience it myself or to kind of indulge in it myself, however he's doing it, because I kind of want to understand like, where's your head at? Why is your head where it's at? And if he's not willing to have that conversation from the sounds of it, I feel like the best way to kind of start that conversation is to kind of get an understanding or be open to his thing. But that being said, though, I do hear Richard saying like, why should you be the one to do that? And why won't he be willing to do that and especially when that does happen, he's dry. And I think that's my thing of like coming from someone that has bit the bullet a decent amount of times, especially in like friendships and stuff like that, and being the first one to admit they fucked up. You just kind of have to do that shit. You kind of just have to be the one that has to like throw your shit into there and just kind of deal with being the bitch, I guess, if we want to put like derogatory, or just being the one that's like letting somebody else drive for that moment. I'm not saying do it all the time. I'm just saying like, girl, why is he on there? Like you might find out he's got an E-Kitten on some fucking guild or something, and that's what's going on.
I mean, that's a different conversation. But I mean, to add on to what Richard said, right? It's like, I get your point, Lee. I get Richard's point. I think the part that's missing from both sides is it's selfish to one, go out of your way and be like, let me see why they're into it. That's cool. If you're willing to want to be interested in it, that's one thing. Doesn't sound like that's her interest. That's not her thing. That's great. So that by force, by nature, is like you're having to put away yourself to fit in shoes to satisfy your partner. When you're married, the rule of law is you're 50-50 through it all, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he really wanted her to be part of that, the conversation would be, hey, would you like to try it or join me or make a character with me so we can both be in this? Going out of your way to doing that, it's like me saying, I'm dating somebody who's not into fitness, but because I love it so much, they have to by themselves, by force, on their own willingness, jump on board and then find out why I like it so much. Sometimes things don't really work that well, and it's like, I think biting the bullet or being the bitch, right? Yeah. is like is a lack of self-respect in a lot of aspects, because you're putting yourself out of your own domain to be able to like focus and try to please your partner, when it's like you should be pleasing each other. You should fill each other's cup. It shouldn't be, let me fill yours until you're satisfied, and eventually when you're ready, you can come back to mine. It's like it should never work crossed like that.
I think that's my thing, is that I think we see the levels of like I guess effort, or not effort, but like the 50-50 thing, because my brain is, I subscribe to the ideology in relationships that nothing is ever truly 50-50, because it's always going to be like someone's above that. It's always going to be 60-30 on one side or the other. Like sometimes I'm going to get the 60, sometimes you're going to be the 30, sometimes you're going to be the 60, sometimes I'm going to be the 30.
The 10?
Sometimes you'll be a 10, dude.
The middle.
But I get that part.
So that's why I'm like, because I assume that like you're not always going to have the same hobbies and interests as your partner. So you're
don't think that becomes a hobby at that point.
Well, that's my thing, is that in the beginning of it, especially with with it being 9 years, it's like, I feel like there should be an effort to kind of, if my partner's going to be super into something, I guess that's how I am in a relationship. I'm going to go out of my way to show interest. Like if I'm into somebody, that's just kind of how I am. Like if somebody's going to be like, oh, let's watch this sport game, and I'm not really, or like just sports, I'm not into sports, I'll do that. If I remember I was dating somebody and they were like into Russian and they were into like mathematics and stuff, and I would just sit there and he would screen share his fucking work, and I'm like, okay, sure.
I get like, that part when you're gradually doing it to join, but when it's at the extreme where it went from night and day of an obsession of something like that, where you completely blank out, I don't think there's a point in like, let me try to join them so I can be part of that. I think, and this is just my thought is, if she was to even do that, I don't even think he'd want to play with her. I don't think he'd want her even in that space, because
yes.
If 100%. If they've had conversations, it's not falling in the aspect of him even being that, because the door is open, right? Like the door is open for him to be like,
it should be. Well, yes.
Yeah. So it's like, even then, but it's like, but that's going back to what I said. She shouldn't have to be the one initiating it when it's to that extreme.
Right. I think 100%.
It should always be like that. If you're willing to want someone, if you want to introduce somebody to what you like and they're willing to join, that's a perfect balance of health.
Yeah, no, that's why I was saying, like my overall thing is, she isn't the asshole. I think he 100% is. I don't think she's crazy, and I feel bad for her to even think that like
that sucks.
She doesn't have value, or she's like questioning her opinion or views on a relationship. I think that it's on him, and I think he is checked out of the relationship, obviously, just because there is no, hey, come do this thing, or hey, let's talk about it, or an acknowledgement of like her woes, her discomforts, her wants, her needs. And I think that alone just makes it a no-brainer for the most part. I just think that there's other things that can be done in this scenario if the other party is willing to make it work. Like, yeah, it's like, that's where it becomes close to 50-50, where it's like, hey, notice you're really into this thing, kind of spending a lot of time with it. What's going on? Is something up? Like, let's talk. But then the other party has to be willing to even have that conversation, or be willing to even be down for that kind of interaction. And he clearly isn't. So that's why I'm like, yeah, no, you are not crazy, and you are not the asshole. Your partner is. I'm so sorry that you have to divorce a man-child gamer, a new baby born man-child gamer. So, damn.
Killer, dude.
Well,
yeah, that's tough. Oh my God.
We do have an update.
Is she gaming?
She became a bottom feeder.
Did she actually make a character? Then she went on and found out that he has like some e-wife, and that's why he hasn't been hanging out.
So,
I hope I'm right.
How much further was this?
I hope not, because that gives hate to this game that I love so much.
I don't know how many days later or whatever, but anyway. I took some of the advice given to me by commenters and went looking through his phone and through his computer to see what I could find. Unfortunately, some of you who commented and DM'd me were correct.
Call that.
My husband has been cheating on me.
Call that.
From what I could tell, there were multiple accounts on Discord that he would be up all day and night.
Multiple accounts is
talking
crazy.
to and sexting with. It was disgusting. There were pictures, written out sexting, the whole mess. There were screenshots of his characters doing sexual things with other characters in the game. This man was having e-sex.
Yep.
I
got a relationship.
I got records of everything, screenshots, etc. I did something that you will all have my head for, unfortunately, and decided that if he was going to defile our marriage and disrespect me, I'll do the same thing back. I took my kettlebell and redacted. I'm guessing this just means like fucked up. His gaming laptop, grabbed all of his gaming things and put them in a container. When he got home from a work meeting, I was waiting for him with the box and asked him to sit down. I told him that I was going to give him a chance to tell me anything he wanted to tell me. He just stared at me dumbly. I said, "There is nothing you want to tell me? Nothing at all?" He said, "No." So I said, "Well, I found out what you've been doing on that game of yours." His face didn't change. I think he was trying to call my bluff. I got up and said, "This box is for you, and I want you and this box out of here by the end of the day." He said, "What? What are you talking about? What do you mean?" Crazy. I told him that effective immediately, our relationship was over. I would be contacting a divorce attorney the next day, and he could come back to get the rest of the things, but that he would not be staying here. I said that I have to leave that room. I have to leave the room because I'm so disgusted that the sight of you makes me want to throw up. He was just shocked. And then after I went into the bathroom, I heard him yelling all kinds of things, sobbing and, "What did you do? How could you do this? Oh my God," and sobbing like a fucking baby. Honestly, it felt good. If there was a worse way I could have hurt him, I would have done that. He wasn't crying because he was upset about his actions. No, he was crying because he couldn't jump right on and continue playing his game. Boo-hoo, his little cartoon side pieces had to wait. Well, to spare you the rest of the play-by-play, he got his things. I contacted a divorce attorney, I changed the locks, and I shared exactly what happened on Facebook, where all his family and some of his friends are. I will be okay. I am heartbroken because I really thought he was a good man, but I was wrong. He's a fucking loser who likes to sex other women and have sex with cartoon characters on the monitor. Well, he's free to do that without me. So just let that be a lesson to any other people out there whose marriage seems it's in a rough spot, whose partner is obsessed with this Final Fantasy game. You should check. Listen to your gut. Or people on Reddit. That's it.
That is funny. I'm funny in the sense of like it's not happening to me. So haha. Sorry, bitch. Damn. I'm all about get back, but I'm also about, now that I'm older, my brain is very much like, girl, that divorce attorney is gonna make you pay for a new computer. You are not doing that shit right.
Depends what state. Some states, if you any sort of infidelity, automatically vetoes anything like that. Yep.
Really?
California is one of the fuck states that you have to do 50-50 paid. Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't know where she is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So depending on what state, so if she fucked everything up, she can destroy his fucking car. There is a chance
that she doesn't get in trouble for it. Is what you're saying.
You auto veto that contract.
For my headcanon of like,
hopefully she's in Texas because that's where that exists.
Yeah, for my headcanon's sake, I gotta assume that she's in something like that because
I would assume so.
I feel like I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel like a liberal person would, or like a blue state person wouldn't. I think
do that,
lose their shit. Maybe
no, I think they would. For 100% people still do. I've seen people jump on cars and smash them, and it's like you're gonna pay for that, bitch.
I don't know. I'm like thinking maybe I don't know.
Here's my thing. I mean, I
don't blame you, but my fear is my pocket.
She wasn't. It was on him. So at the end of the day, I think she will win more than she loses.
100%.
She has to pay for the laptop.
If she has proof and stuff like that.
It also sounds like he didn't have anything because she kicked him out of her place.
Exactly. So fuck that guy. $500.
So I was right. Checked out of the relationship.
Yes, sir. You were both right. Lee called the E-Kitten. E-Kittens. Because apparently he had multiple.
That's crazy.
It's so easy, dude, because the characters are so hot on Final Fantasy anyway.
You can
so
literally make
wild.
a half, like, basically
It's-
nude.
Yeah, it's so easy, especially nowadays. Because
good.
dude, I literally thought about. I watched a video of like, okay, what's a
I've been wanting to get back to it, dude.
me too. I was like, what's a like starter guide like in 2026? Just out of curiosity, because we're not beginners, you know, we did stop at some point in the game, so we're past the very beginning part. But there's been like so many updates afterwards that I'm like, okay, so what's it like?
You get a booster
now? Yeah, I think so, but
you get a booster and then you get a glamour.
yeah,
You just straight fucking run through that bitch.
well, that's what I'm saying is that to
Right.
touch on the Reddit story to make it a full circle is there's so much new stuff, especially from I'm talking about from now, since Steve and I stopped playing, and that was
like 5 years ago, dude.
Yeah, and it was maybe like a year after this story was posted. So that time alone, there was so much content already out.
Yeah.
Up to this point, if he might be wrecking some pussy. Not gonna lie to you, still that's kind of fucked up.
He's probably just gooning.
Yeah, no, I think he fully. That's what I was gonna say is, he is a loser. You know, unfortunately for you, but hey, at least you fucked up his shit. He most likely went back to it. He most likely hit up his people online, especially his like e-bitches, and made up some fake ass story. Yeah, like I got broken into. They wrecked my stuff. And I don't know what I'm gonna
be
do.
On for a while. Don't forget about us.
And then I can just imagine. Don't forget about us. Crazy.
I want to know.
I just imagine them being like, "Oh my god, let me give you some money."
Nah, I want to know. You know these are like broke ass bitches.
I want to know if the E-Kittens knew that he was married.
No,
hell no.
So then
hell no.
I was
dude.
like, fuck. If they didn't, and maybe they are like somewhat more moral than this guy. What if like the wife had just messaged them right before, like, hey, this is his wife. He's not going to be on for a long ass time. Just
Dude,
the end it there.
Dude, that would have been so much better. I think I think that's what it would have been like. Everything you did. I don't even think about the repercussions afterwards. That's perfect. That's perfect. Get back for me is that, and then wrecking his shit. Cause then it's like, you can't fix it online, bitch. What are you going to do?
All right. Well,
that's funny. Good story.
Yeah. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. We're gonna head into our favorite section now. Final regards / recommendations. Anything we've been obsessed with for the last week or two now, because we didn't do one last week. But anyway, we'll start off with Steve.
I'll keep it short and sweet because it's a long episode.
Yeah, we're really long. Way
past that. Yeah, short and sweet. Don't be an e-gooner. Get some fresh air. Fix your relationships. Fix your friendships. Worry about the people that you can take care of, not are people that you meet online. Unless you're like really, really about it. Do that when you're single. Still, it's still cheating. And go watch The Odyssey. It's a great movie. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Simple.
Nice.
Cool. Totally.
Oh, hi. So, an addiction that I've had, e-gooning. No, it's a YouTube channel called Boy Meets Girl, and it's a online couple that do content creation. Online couple, they're a couple.
The TV show.
No,
Boy Meets World.
no, it's Girl Meets.
Oh no, there's a Boy Meets Girl.
Yeah. There's a Girl Meets World now, which is
it's Girl Meets World.
No, that's Girl Meets World.
Yes, I said.
Yeah, boy. I don't think there's a Boy Meets Girl. I think it's Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah, Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. Yeah, there wasn't ever a boy. This one is Boy Meets Girl, and it's about a couple with Topanga. Yes, it's about a couple that the girl is the introduction to gaming. Like she's not really a gamer, but her boyfriend is, or yeah, this point husband. But so the whole point is he presents to her games and she plays them for the first time, and she has like first time experience with all these different kinds of games. The most recent one they're doing is Hades, but she's done BioShock, Mass Effect. She's even done like, I'm trying to think of like another big game, Dispatch, if you guys ever played that. But I think it's fun to watch as a gamer. Just seeing somebody playing it for the first time, but the editing's really good. Their personalities are really cool too. They're really sweet. The girlfriend is like adorable, lover. But I think it's also a good like
exposure
presentation to a game. It is the whole game, so there are obviously spoilers if you're gonna want to play something and they're playing it and you're gonna watch it to maybe get persuaded. You might get spoiled to a certain extent, but it is a good presentation of like games that maybe you don't really care about that and you can still enjoy something even if you already know how it's going to end. So yeah, watch that, watch some of their videos. I think it's a good little like present for games, when they talk about them, and it's cute. It's really cool. And yeah, so Boy Meets Girl on YouTube. They're a gaming couple.
Therapy exposure to video games.
Yeah,
people who don't understand.
To go along with the story, this is I feel like a good like positive version of it. But yeah, other than that, I don't have any music. Same shit for the anime. Just check out the season. We're still going. And yeah, try to stay fresh, try to stay cool. It's a hot one Frosty. This year. Stay frosty. There's a lot of humidity out there.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. No recommendations for me. I want to go see the Odyssey, but
it's
sold out.
Let's go watch it. I'll get us tickets. When are you free?
But I want this. I have a free ticket. I have the fucking thing too.
I know. I have you.
But I'm saying there's no fucking. I want the 70 millimeter. That shit's sold out for like another month,
bro. Just watch it in Adobe. Don't even worry about it.
Hell no.
Watch it in Adobe.
What's the point if I can't see their big floofy hair thingy?
Can't see it on
their helmet.
They show it like twice.
What is the difference between the IMAX experience and the 70 millimeter experience?
IMAX, imagine it like your typical, like on your phone. You know how it's like more vertical like this, blah, blah, blah. IMAX gives you like like the 70 millimeter gives you like an extra this, like height wise. So it gives you a bigger picture of like everything that he was actually trying to show you.
But with the same.
No, it's actually like more background. It shows you more of what the actual shot was. Like if they do it in the regular IMAX or whatever, it's not just like squishing it. It's literally cutting off parts of it.
Well, yes. No, that's what I was saying is that so it still has the IMAX length, but the top half of the helmet isn't cut off. You get more height, not just width, but you also get height and width.
If you watch it in 70 millimeter.
70 millimeter, yes.
But on top of that, the 70 millimeter is also not digital. It is actual film.
Everyone's full.
All right. It is actual film. It's shown on actual projector. So colors are better. Just everything is a lot more crisp. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's just apparently like unless you're actually watching it or have watched it, like you'll see a noticeable difference.
My brother wants to go see it. I had asked him like which one did you go see? I think he said he saw it in IMAX. He didn't see it in the 70 millimeter, and I was like,
I saw it in the 70 mil.
Yeah,
you bitch.
I got tickets like 4 months ago.
Exactly. You had to have gotten them like way long ago.
What fucking movie tickets you have for December or something already?
Oh,
there's something you mentioned.
Dune. I have Dune in 70 mil too.
They're doing a 70. God damn.
I tried to get Spider-Man, but they didn't have it.
Jesus.
So I'm watching it in IMAX regular like a bum.
My God.
All right. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, go watch that. Final regards. I know it's played out now, the whole touch grass thing, but
macaroon.
Realistically, just don't live your life in front of a computer. It's weird. There's actual people and actual things to do outside. That being said, don't hate on somebody's hobby of being a gamer or doing things like that. As long as they're doing it and it's not affecting their relationships or their what's it called?
They could be doing meth. Could be worse.
Sure. As long as it's not affecting their real life relationships or their actual
addiction. Life. Don't listen to this guy.
True. That's what I'm saying. As long as it's not affecting their relationships, their health, or their actual real world responsibilities,
yes,
let them live. Let them do what they want.
If you're a functional crackhead,
true. That fucks with your health.
You're right. Never mind.
That was one of my things. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Have a good one. Stay safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Comment an addiction that you have.
Okay.
That whether you think it's an addiction or not, or people have told you, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Choo.